Hi Rockets! Today we're going to read an alphabet book about our city. As we read, we'll practice recognizing the letters of our alphabet, we'll think about some special places in our city, and at the end of our reading, we'll get to enjoy a song and dance version of this book. It's called A to Z, The Real DC by the Tutors of Reach Incorporated. Let's get started. A to Z, The Real DC. Maybe you're already seeing a special place from our city that you recognize. Right, what's the first letter you see from our alphabet? It's A. A is for Anacostia. Anacostia is a special place. It has the greatest view. Not downtown life, a sweet escape from Good Hope Road to MLK Avenue. B. B is for Ben's Chili Bowl. Hungry? Visit an institution. The amazingly delicious Ben's. 1 half smoke? No, 2's the solution. You'll be sad when your meal ends. C. C is for carry out. The carry out is where you get tasty things. When you're so hungry your tummy aches, order mumbo sauce on your fries and wings. It may take a while, but it's worth the wait. Do you recognize this letter? D is for Duke Ellington. Jazz is smooth like a baby's tail. Telling a story and sounds so smart, always hot and never stale. Duke was DC's king, now a school of art. Here's a statue of Duke Ellington, which you can find in our city, I think near U Street. E is for Eastern Market. Have a weekend morning with nothing to do? Eastern Market is good for eats. There are lots of vendors and a flea market too, at 7th and C Southeast. This is a place I love to go on the weekends. What letter comes next? F. F is for Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass lived east of the river on his Anacostia estate. The speeches that he delivered changed the black man's fate. G is for go-go. It all started with a man named Chuck. Drummers drum and hype men shout to the beat. We dive and duck. In DC, go-go's what it's all about. So in the last couple pages, we've seen special people from DC, not just special places. H is for Howard University. A local college, good ol' HU. Teachers teach and students learn. You can play, but study hard too. So a good job is what you'll earn. This is a college where really big kids and adults go to school. So maybe some of you will go here someday. I is for Icy Treats. Icy Treats on a hot, hot day. Sweetness in the summer sun. Let's go to the pool and play. Wait, it's the ice cream truck. Run! Have any of you ever chased after the ice cream truck in your neighborhood? What letter? Yeah, notice the little hook at the bottom? J is for Justice. DC is the Supreme Court's home. There's the Supreme Court just there. And where Congress passes laws, casting votes under the Capitol Dome, all for justice's cause. So remember, the Capitol building is where laws are made. K is for Kenwood Aquatic Gardens. In a marsh where songbirds fly, lilies and lotuses rare and pretty, a perfect collection of sea, land, and sky. In Kenilworth, right here in our city. This is one of my favorite places to go in the spring when the lotus flowers bloom. L is for Library of Congress. The Library of Congress on Capitol Hill has every book you'll ever need. It's the world's biggest library and growing still. We hope you like to read. I do. M is for monuments and memorials. Lincoln, Jefferson, and Dr. King. Be sure you see them all. The city fills up every single spring when people visit the National Mall. People like to come visit our cherry blossoms and see these monuments to past presidents and other special people from our country. N is for Nationals Park. Nationals Park is home to our baseball stars. Hot dogs, peanuts. The stadium's loud. Take the green line, it's not too far. Just follow the sound of the crowd. Letter O is for Obama. Pennsylvania Avenue, 1600 Northwest, where Obama works all day. The first black man to sit at the president's desk as he leads the whole US of A. So when this book was written, President Obama, Barack Obama, was still president. And since then, we've had another president, and lately we've elected a new president. So soon, Joe Biden will have this job, and Kamala Harris will be his vice president. P is for Potomac River. The Potomac River used to be clean, but these days it's full of pollutants. At sunset, it's still a sight to be seen and the perfect science experiment for students. This is why we have to remember to keep our city clean so we can clean up the rivers like our Potomac River. Maybe someday we'll get to swim and fish in the Potomac again. Q is for Quadrants. If you have a number and a street, you'll never find that DC address without a quadrant. It's incomplete, and you'll get lost and stressed. And we have Northeast, where many of us live and our school is. We have Northwest, Southwest, and Southeast. 4 quadrants in the Capitol buildings right in the middle. R is for Rock Creek Park. Rock Creek, where water you'll find. Nearby, you can run or bike. Need time so your mind unwinds? Take a leisurely nature hike. What letter do you see? S is for Smithsonian. When you go downtown for a DC tour for art or history, the Smithsonian has what you're looking for, and best of all, it's free. So all of the museums on the National Mall, well, most of them, like the Air and Space, the National Museum of the American Indian, the Hirshhorn Museum, and even the Smithsonian Castle and the museums around there, the Freer and the Sackler. You can go visit those on the National Mall, and they're all free, and there's so much to learn inside of them. T is for transportation. Buses, taxis, bikes, and trains. Uptown, downtown, all around. Rent a car to go or take a plane. In DC, many options can be found. U is for Union Station. Maybe you've been here. It's not too far from our school. Amtrak, Greyhound, or Peter Pan. If you need to get out of the city, you'll find them at Union Station, man, where you can eat or shop till you're dizzy. V is for the Verizon Center. Next stop on our DC tour, where the red and green lines meet, whether the Caps home ice, that's the hockey team, or the Wizards floor, and that's basketball. At the Verizon Center, you'll want a seat. What letter? W is for the Waterfront. Maybe some of you call it the wharf. That also starts with W. At the Waterfront in Southwest DC, you can buy fresh fish to eat. Where you're going, you may not see, but you'll smell it from the street. X. X is for the X2. This bus runs near our school too. Tired feet lead you to the X2, a part of the city's bus fleet. From Union Station, hey, we just saw that, to Minnesota Avenue, straight down H Street Northeast. Y is for youth. Y is for us, the city's youth, city's young people, or the city's kids. Authors of this wonderful book, hope you learned more than you ever knew from our words and the pictures we took. So this book was written by big kids. I hope they can inspire you to write a book someday too. Maybe you already have. Z is for the National Zoo. We're known for our famous panda bears, but we have elephants and tigers too. You can see the lions at rest in their lairs, all at the National Zoo. And that's the end of our book, A to Z, the real DC. As we read, we pointed out the letters in the alphabet. We practiced recognizing them, and we also heard a lot about special places and some people in DC. Can you think of a special place to you in DC? What letter does it start with? I bet that you could think of special places for each of the letters in the alphabet, just like the authors of this book did. If you decide to write your own A to Z book, let me know or send it to me. As I said before, we're gonna get a chance to hear a version of this story, a song and dance version, by my friend Miss Imani of Inner City, Inner Child. Miss Imani wrote a song version of this book, and for the song she plays along with her drums. In this song, you'll hear Miss Imani say, A to Z, this is my DC. A to Z, this is my DC. And I'd like to invite you, when you hear her sing that chorus, to dance along, sing along. She'll also say, my hands are high, my hands are low. This is how my DC rolls. And I'd like to invite you to do those movements with me when we hear that. My hands are high, my hands are low. This is how my DC rolls. We'll also get to hear her mention all the places from our book in alphabetical order. Let's try it out.
Hands up high, my hands down low. This is how my DC rolls. A to Z, this is my DC. 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 A, Anacostia.
A, Anacostia.
B, Ben's chili bowl.
B, Ben's chili bowl.
C is for carry out.
C is for carry out.
Chicken wings and mumbo sauce.
Chicken wings and mumbo sauce.
D, Duke Ellington.
D, Duke Ellington.
E, Eastern Market.
E, Eastern Market.
F, Frederick Douglass.
F, Frederick Douglass.
My hands up high, my hands down low. This is how my DC rolls. A to Z, this is my DC. A to Z, this is my DC. G is for go-go.
G is for go-go.
H is for Howard.
H is for Howard.
I is for Icy Treats.
I is for Icy Treats.
J is for Justice.
J is for Justice.
K is for Kenwood Park.
K is for Kenwood Park.
My hands up high, my hands down low. This is how my DC rolls. A to Z, this is my DC. A to Z, this is my DC. L is for library.
L is for library.
M is for monuments.
M is for monuments.
N is for nationals.
N is for national.
O is Obama.
O is Obama.
P is Potomac.
P is Potomac.
Q is Quadrants.
Q is Quadrant.
My hands up high, my hands down low. This is how my DC roll. A to Z, this is my DC. A to Z, this is my DC. R is for Rugby Park.
R is for Rugby Park.
S, Smithsonian.
S, Smithsonian.
T, transportation.
T, transportation.
U, Union Station.
U, Union Station.
V is for Verizon Center.
V is for Verizon Center.
My hands up high, my hands down low. This is how my DC roll. A to Z, this is my DC. A to Z, this is my DC. W is for Waterfront.
W is for Waterfront.
X is for X2 bus.
X is for X2 bus.
Y is for youth.
Y is for youth.
Z is for zoo.
Z is for zoo.
My hands up high, my hands down low. This is how my DC roll. A to Z, this is my DC. A to Z, this is my DC. A to Z, this is my DC. A to Z, this is my DC.
All right, that was a song from Inner City,
Hands
Inner
down
Child, written and performed by Miss Imani Gonzalez, Sylvia Suma, and Abdu Muhammad. Hope you had fun. See you next time.